Now I would like to invite you to come after me to visit this War Remnants Museum with thousands of horrible artifacts and helicopters, tanks, and pictures displaying here. All of them carried from before 1975, the Vietnam War. And here, yeah, the bloom of youth on legendary Route 1C as propaganda information from Vietcom side, the Communist Party side in our country for the soldiers and their citizens. And it's also good for you to get information of Vietnam, what they are thinking about the world. For example, here, their contributions have paved the way for the Great Spring Victory of 1975, which ultimately led to the liberation of the South and the reunification of the nation. Through this exhibition, we aim to promote and educate the public about Vietnamese patriotism, the humanitarian tradition of gratitude toward those who came before, and the enduring aspiration for peace. And here, that was Ho Chi Minh Trail on sea. Before 1967 or 1965, transportation and supply operations for the Mekong Delta battlefield during the Vietnam War were carried out primarily along the Ho Chi Minh Sea Trail with its intricate network of rivers and canals and its vast mangrove forests. The Mekong Delta became one of the key destinations for the number ships. This region served as a major reception point for weapons, ammunition, medical supplies, cattle, and soldiers from the north who were then deployed directly to reinforce military regions 9 and neighboring battlefields. Take a look at a few pictures here. And something displaying here. Wow, they swam, on the streams. Looks like Ho Chi Minh Trail. Yeah, exactly. Ho Chi Minh Trails on the sea, at sea. Lots of information here. It's just only one of 18 tomb rooms interior of the War Remnants Museum. Wow. Oh, we're trained by little girls, by bicycle. Yeah, that was a hard job in the past for farmers in Mekong Delta and the Cu-chi tunnels people. During the American War, the youth volunteer force in the Mekong Delta region was assigned to task of supporting the transportation of weapons because its members were young, physically resilient, courageous, and imbued with a strong revolutionary and volunteer spirit. The battlefield in the Mekong Delta, characterized by intricate networks of rivers and canals, rice fields, and seasonally flooded cage-bird forests, demanding flexibility, secrecy, and mobility. While acquainted with the local terrain and living conditions, members of the local youth volunteer force were particularly well suited to this mission. They were willing to carry heavy loads on their backs, transport supplies by boat, or swim through waterways at night to deliver weapons directly to combat units. Through these efforts, they helped safeguard logistical routes, providing vital support and fought side by side with Vietnamese men force soldiers when required. Wow. All right. Sometimes it's unfair for capitalist people in the world. They think differently. Thank you so much. With those information here, displaying here. Bye for now. See you later.